This is the plaintiff, John Tabagi. He says he purchased a pickup truck from the defendant, and the guy sold him a rotted-out, dangerous piece of junk that he could have been killed in. The defendant intentionally sold him a dangerous vehicle that's against the law in his state, and he's suing for the $5,000 he's now owed. This is the defendant, Gerard Mahon. He says he sold the plaintiff a 2006 Chevy Silverado with 130,000 miles on it, and he guaranteed it would pass inspection and was safe to drive. The truck indeed passed inspection. Then, 2 months later, he calls complaining because he saw some rust on the frame. He fulfilled his obligations with the plaintiff. He's not obligated to take care of his truck in perpetuity, and therefore owes this guy nothing. He's accused of selling a terrible truck.
All parties, please raise your right hand.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case in the docket, the plaintiff bought a truck from the defendant, says it was a rotted out piece of junk. But the defendant says it's a 2006 Chevy Silverado with 130,000 miles, so give me a break. It's the case of I can't drive my Chevy to the levee.
Thank you, Douglas. John Tabagi, you are suing Gerard Mahon for $5,000 for your time wasted and the cost to fix a car that, according to you, has turned out to be a lemon. What's going on here?
I bought the car in January, mid-January.
How much did you pay for it?
$8,500.
And what kind of car is it?
It's a Chevy Silverado pickup, $1,500.
All right, and you bought it from the defendant's auto sales. You sell used cars?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so go ahead.
I bought it in mid-January, and I brought it back to him several times for...
Did you get a warranty?
Yeah, it was...
May I see the warranty?
I do not have it with me.
Why would you not have it with you? That's what you're suing on. Do you have the warranty?
I have a copy of it here.
Yeah. Well, which one is it? You don't have any of the three marked.
It's sticker. It says sticker only.
What does that mean?
Well, the car in Massachusetts, a vehicle with over 125,000 miles on it, we guarantee that it passes. It has to be safe. Basically, it has to pass inspection.
Yes, I know. What I don't know is what you're trying to say with this piece of paper. It's a piece of paper that purports to be a warranty. It has a bunch of choices for you to check. None of them are checked. You write the word sticker, and the client's supposed to know what that means? What did you think this meant?
That it was safe to get a sticker.
Safe to get a sticker, except for, did you think you had a 30-day warranty, a 60-day warranty, a 90-day warranty, or no warranty?
90.
Okay, and why would you think you had a 90-day warranty when 90 days isn't checked here?
I might have thought it when we talked about it. And
okay, so you bring the car back to him the first time when?
Probably 2 days after I bought it. When I picked it up, the check engine light was on, so I brought it back to him for that, and then he cleared the check.
Did he fix it?
He cleared the check engine light, but it came back on as I was driving home that time, and then several times after that, we kept trying to figure it out. I kept bringing it back to him, and just couldn't fix it, and then like the fourth time I brought it back, I noticed the transmission was really like shifting hard into first gear, so I let him know. And he said he tried to flush it with some synthetic fluid or something, and I told him it didn't help, and then he tried telling me it was computer related and nothing he could do about it, and then that's when the front end started having issues, and every time I would bring it back to him, he wouldn't fix it, so...
Well, you'd bring it back to him and you'd leave it there.
Yeah.
So obviously someone was telling you, we'll fix it. And
right,
then,
and nothing was getting fixed.
Right, but then he'd give it to you and he'd say it's fixed, and then it turns out it wouldn't be fixed.
And then it would have the same issue or another
All
issue.
right, what's going on here? What's wrong with this car?
So John bought the car for me on January 30th. So in Massachusetts, the lemon law is anything over 125,000 miles. I have an odometer statement here stating that the truck
The car was over 125,000 miles, right? Yeah.
It has 131,000 miles when you
Right.
purchased the car.
Okay.
All right?
Do you have the bill of sale?
Yeah, yes,
May
ma'am.
I see it?
Yes.
Okay. And is this your signature on this document?
Yes.
And do you see where it's marked under warranty? There's a box like in the middle center towards the top, and it's actually marked there's no warranty on the vehicle?
Yes.
Oh, did you notice that before now?
No.
No. Okay. So what's wrong with the vehicle? What seems to be the problem?
So what's the most amount of miles you would feel comfortable buying a truck with?
I say 12,000 miles a year, and that's 13 years, so that's pretty
Well,
good.
would you buy 130,000 miles?
Would I?
Yeah.
For that Chevy?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, what about you? What's the most you'd be comfortable with?
Probably like 60, 70.
60, 70.
Yeah.
That's actually just about right. That's actually good. Going inside the courtroom.
The day that John actually picked the car up, there was a check engine light on in the truck. It came on right before I was giving him the truck, and I didn't really know why. It was late in the day. We closed at 6. I waited for him. It was dark. So I said, you know what, don't worry about it. Bring the truck back. I'll give you a car for the day. So that's what he did. He brought the truck back at his convenience. I gave him a car for the day. When he brought the car back the first time, I replaced, it was a check engine light, and it was referring to like a misfire on one of the cylinders in the engine. So I did an ignition coil and a plug, and cleared it. And it takes a while for the computer to read the engine, so I delivered it to him, and it came back on again, after he drove it. So I said, no problem. I said, bring the truck back. So
Okay.
we replaced the intake gasket, and the truck passed inspection.
Had you tried to get the truck inspected?
No.
Okay. So you replaced the intake gasket.
Yes,
Did
ma'am.
you charge him anything for that?
No, ma'am.
If there's no warranty on the car, how come you're not charging him?
Just because, I'm a small business owner, and I just try to do the right thing, basically.
All right. Okay, so did you ever tell him, hey, by the way, I'm loaning you a car and I'm doing this, I'm doing that, but you have no warranty. Like, did you ever bring it up with him?
No, I didn't.
You didn't even bring it up?
I didn't even bring it up,
All right.
actually.
So now, when do you finally take the car to get inspected?
He took it without my consent.
What do you mean?
When he fixing the check engine light, he brought it to whoever. And
Did you ever take the car to get inspected?
No, because it had a check engine light, so I couldn't.
Well, no, you could. Then you could fail inspection. Then you could return the car. Do you not understand how that works in your state? You're from Massachusetts. If it fails inspection, they got to give you your money back. That's exactly what you want to do, is take it and have it fail inspection. Are you the one who took it to get inspected?
Yes, ma'am, I did. When we fixed the truck, we ran drove the truck, and we ran the computer, and everything checked out so that
This was on day what after the sale?
this was probably like a few weeks after the sale.
What day exactly?
I honestly don't have paperwork for that, ma'am. I can't tell you exactly what the day
Well,
was.
do you have the pass of the inspection?
Well, he has a sticker on the truck.
Okay. All right, so you know that it did pass, and that was how many days after you bought the thing?
Yeah, it was the second month, so probably maybe 3 weeks.
Okay. When was the last time you brought the car to him?
Um,
Did you bring it back to him after the inspection sticker?
maybe a few times for the engine light kept coming back on in the
So
transmission.
what are you suing for? You want, according
have-
to you, you now have a transmission problem.
That and
When was that diagnosed in relation to the sale?
about a month after. And
Okay, but I'd like to see evidence of when somebody told you you have a transmission problem.
I don't
Show me
have-
the evidence.
I don't have that.
How do I know
evidence.
you have a transmission problem? You should just be saying that to get your money back. What do you think this is? This is
No, this is
guys.
why-
This is court.
I know.
you
I have pictures
Okay.
of the frame right here.
Yeah, so you're going to show me now what you should have looked at before you bought the car, which is tin worm on the bottom of the car, that there's rust. That's what you're going to show me now and say, you see, Judge? I mean, look, you have what you negotiate. What you negotiated was to buy a car from the year 2006 for a lot of money. What's the sticker on that car? I mean, what's the Blue Book value of that car? It seems high for...
Well, it's a four-wheel drive pickup truck. They're not cheap.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, $8,500. I don't know. But did you ever even check the Blue Book value before you bought it? Did you do your research? Was that a reasonable price?
I did. It was reasonable.
Okay. That's what I didn't. All right. So you buy a car that is 12 years old, and you get zero warranty because it has 120, 100 and what?
131.
131 miles on it, 131,000 miles on it. You know you got no warranty because it says you have no warranty. you expect them to know what sticker means. I wouldn't go that route. But I'm not going to buy that you thought you had a 90-day warranty because that's not marked. So there's really no evidence for you to think you had any warranty. So what is it you're relying on? If you have no warranty, there's nothing he violated by the car not being good. If you have no warranty, then it's buyer beware. You bought a car as is. The only thing he warrants is that it's going to pass inspection. But you didn't even bother in those 2 weeks because you have 2 weeks to do it to get it to pass inspection. Like if you brought it and it failed, you could just give him back the car and say, hey, this is a pig in a poke and I'm not buying it. But you didn't even do that much. So what is it exactly that you expect can be done here now? I can't pretend this is a brand new car and you have a 10-year warranty because that's not what you bought. So you're out of gas on this. My verdict in this case is for the defendant.
So the plaintiff fails to prove his case. You must be somewhat disappointed, I would think. How do you feel?
Not too bad.
Not too bad?
No.
Not too good? You're
It's
kind of
what
out
it
of luck.
is.
You didn't bring any kind of evidence in with you for anything, you know?
It's what it is.
Well, you know, you got a lot to learn. I'm sorry. Okay, thank you very much. Here comes the defendant. You know, you seem like a really nice guy. You tried to help him out.
Yes, sir. I tried.
Didn't work out, though, for him.
No, but you can only do so much.
I mean, do you sell a lot of cars, you know, that old with that much mileage?
Yes, we do. We sell cars of that age.
And they generally work out okay?
Yes, sir. Yeah, we check them out pretty thoroughly, but
Maybe this was not a great one.
something got missed here somewhere.
Okay. You got your moral support with you?
I do.
Your daughter?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay. Congratulations.
All right,
thank you
thank
very
you.
much.
Thanks.
Okay. Harvey?
Look, Doug, the lemon law, by the way, varies wildly from state to state. There are some states that don't cover used cars at all. Some states do cover used cars, but it's only if a dealer sells them. So you got to check your law, which is something you can do online.